Yeah, we've been coming in slow.
Totally, yeah.
So I'm pretty happy with where we are.
There's something branching there.
Yeah, a little branchy bit. Let's take a look at that thing. Can't get a lot closer, unfortunately.
Do you want me to zoom in?
Stand by. Maybe able to park the light bar on it.
Boy, that's thin.
There we go. That's as close as I get. Yeah, zoom in
Are
there.
you getting Argus captures soon? They're amazing.
Wow.
Whoa.
Let's see what we can do.
Oh, there's a stalk with an ophiroid wrapped so many times around on the left.
You can get more zoom there, Wayne.
Yeah.
It's a little hot on the video too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better.
What is this?
Looks like it's been munched.
Yeah. It had its.
Or is this the hydrozoans taking over?
So I think what we got here is on the left-hand side, I can't really see anything coral-like that's living on that stalk, but on the right-hand side, it looks like remnants of a black coral, actually. There's some tissue, that yellow tissue. It doesn't look like it's in good shape.
Yep.
Roger. Come wide, please.
Coming wide. Oh, Iris.
You know, just before we ran into this coral group, Kevin was just saying that the crust here looks thicker than what we saw down below, and then all of a sudden when that happened, we saw all these corals, so maybe it is the wasting that's causing the corals to not be seen down deep.
Hmm.
What's this little stalk-looking thing here?
Rob, do you know the rate of
Oh, I keep
manganese
hitting that. I can't get it closer. Real
I guess
overhanging.
accretion here? Is there a good estimate?
No, but I mean, there are some ideas that it varies as a function of water properties, maybe dissolved oxygen.
Okay.
And there are a couple of papers out that Steve had provided. I didn't get into the details of it, but I mean, if Kevin's around, he might be able to step in and let us know what he knows about it. Yeah, he says about 1 to 5 millimeters per million year.
Okay. There's a little onion-looking sponge down on the right.
Onion.
That's a good name.
Sponge onion.
Sponging.
Bloomin' sponge.
Or onions. I don't know.
That spiky thing.
I'm also seeing some star-shaped objects on the wall, so if you see anything that looks like a brittle star or a sea star, keep an eye out.
Roger.
All right.
Steve, feel free to shout up for me if you want to zoom or something.
There's coral. See the yellow one just under the...
Oh yeah,
Right.
tucked underneath the little mini outcropping. Look at this one. Oh yeah, that's a good shot here.
Oh, other side.
Other side too.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Might actually gain some tether by doing that.
There's some brittle stars
Maybe.
up there too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
You
gorgeous.
can just keep that delta.
Hello,
Ooh.
giant coral.
Let's look at this one first. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves.
So, well, hemlock
Zoom in,
sprouts.
please.
Yeah. Zoom in.
Yeah.
Zooming in. And Irising down.
Oh. Bye.
Hope you find your dad.
Say goodbye to my wife.
Okay, come wide.
Coming wide.
I'll line up this other one.
Aha.
That's full tether. I don't know how much I can get in the way of beauty shots, but I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, this is a pretty cool bamboo coral here. This one is probably in the genus Isidella, and has this distinctive candelabra-shaped branching pattern. So take a closer look.
Jake, can you give me preset 6 on bubble, please?
Yes.
And can you tilt it down so I can see the meso cam? Just want to make sure I don't run it into the wall. Thank you. Perfect. Maybe outboard a little bit.
It's quite large, huh?
Yeah, I could.
Yeah. So these corals are entirely filter feeders. You can see all the polyps out, like little fingers. In a good position as you can watch this marine snow drift right to left here.
Full wide.
You can zoom in again.
Capturing
Okay,
those
coming
little
in.
particles, including going all the way down the
Oh,
stack.
oh, I guess it's too late now.
Okay, wide.
Yeah, there does seem to be a little more of a current here. Yep.
So these sediments, a combination of marine snow and likely to be current scour off of the top of these seamounts. So any sediments that have landed up there as currents accelerate around up over the tops of these features and over the ridges, it certainly can carry and redistribute that sediment as well.
Oh, look at this. It's a neat little
Great
5
sea
thing.
star, cookie star.
Yeah.
Can we zoom in the cookie star?
Yeah, you bet. I'll line it up. Okay, Wayne, go ahead.
Zooming in.
Ah, that silly camera.
It's okay.
Is that a cookie star? That looks really different.
I'm not sure
Yeah, I'm not sure either. It's so.
It's 10 centimeter long.
Yeah. It's so puffy.
So what we're looking at here is a slime star, or a pteroasterid sea star. This one's probably in the genus Hymenaster. It's usually common at these depths, but yeah, we see that quite often.
Okay, come wide.
It looks like chicken skin.
Chicken skin.
There's also that yellow coral behind if you have a second.
Yeah, I'll need a little more tether, but I can get there in a sec, sure. I wonder if I can come at it from the other side. And I don't have to worry about that meso cam.
Nice look back down the cliff off the side.
Don't know if I can squeeze in there. Negative. I'll try the other side again.
There it is.
Can you come a little down on your delta, please? Just like 2 or 3 meters.
This part of the monument has not had any ROV dives in it, so a big part of the work here is,
Okay, zoom in, Wayne.
Zooming in.
trying to get at least a solid ID down to genus or even to family of what we're seeing here, because this adds to a species inventory, helps all the management
at all.
agencies understand what it is that they're protecting and have a better sense of the
All right, come wide. I
ecosystems.
can't do this.
Okay.
Can't do this one.
That's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still really good, Trevor.
So this yellow coral here is probably, it's a black coral for sure, and it's probably in the genus Stauropathes. It's one that's been seen in this area before.
So Steve, what was that a like stock tuna
We
kid or
gotta keep
something
going
there
up,
next
you
to
think?
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't quite see, but that's what it could have been. If we see another one, we can get a closer look.
You're looking for a 287.
Okay.
I love these big round boulders. I mean, or pillows. Is there an actual is boulder, like, does that have a technical definition and just gets used too commonly for all rocks?
Well, there is actually a size designation that actually
Okay.
has a certain, you know, pebble, gravel, boulder, and cobble.
Cobble, yeah. Am I right to think that those only
287.
work when they're actually loose, though? If they're in place, are they just pillows
All right.
or shapes? I don't want to be calling them the wrong names. You're like, look at that boulder. Nope, that's just, something else.
You can still, you know, just
Yeah, you want a prepper ship move?
colloquially call it a boulder.
Yeah. Getting my geology vocab ready.
Okay, I can go for front porch again, please. That's you. Thank you. Hmm.
Off to the left, I see something branching.
Okay, Wayne, could you please zoom?
Zooming in.
Looks like it's half eaten.
Yeah, that one stuck on the right.
Is that another black coral?
Wow.
I've seen this before, and I'm just trying to find the name of it now, but it's a bamboo coral that looks half-eaten.
All right, come wide.
Coming wide. Full wide. So these half-eaten corals that we're seeing, what is eating them?
There are sea stars that are eating them down here, and then those, I think called aplanoperans are the little worm-like ones that we saw.
Yeah, I mean anything will eat corals in some cases. So apelcophorans we see often, snails sometimes, pycnogonids, sea spiders, sea stars, sea urchins.
Anybody who finds them without falling down the cliff.
Why do we call them sea urchins? Are there non-sea urchins? Are there land urchins?
Just got quiet.
It's a good question,
Maybe we
Trevor.
call them sea stars. Are there land stars?
They're sky stars.
Sky stars.
Aren't obnoxious children urchins?
Yeah, I was like, that's. I mean, I think makes you think of like Oliver Twist, you know, that kind of era of using the word. But
Oh, we call them seahorses because we don't call them land horses, but it differentiates between the styles of horses. But like, do we differentiate between the styles of urchins? I just don't understand.
But it's kind of like sea spiders and regular spiders are about as closely related as actual horses and seahorses.
Totally, yeah. So
yeah, like
how close is a sea urchin related to an urchin?
Middle English herchan was the word for hedgehog.
Ah,
So
wow,
that's
cool.
where-
That's your land urchin.
Sea hedgehog.
I would argue that sea spiders and regular spiders are a lot closer related.
Than seahorses and regular horses?
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
Crabs and,
and
spiders?
Cucumbers
Yeah,
and
they're
sea
arthropods.
cucumbers.
Right.
I think they're actually not. I think they're their own group.
I'm with Miles in the sense they're probably not, but they probably are more than horses and seahorses. But I'm no biologist.
They're both arthropods, as far as I know.
What level is that? Or what classification is that?
Order?
Number 7?
No, it's a class.
Class 7.
Class is Pycnopodia, phylum arthropod.
Phylum.
Phylum Arthropoda.
Mm-hmm. They look like little elephants, though. So we've seen a handful of fish already. A cusk eel, a rat tail behind us, the tripod fish. Lots of them to see as you keep an eye on this ridge climb here. From other dives in the area, we do know that there's zonation on these seamounts, indicating that there are sort of bands or depths that we're more likely to encounter more coral communities. So part of this interesting survey is crossing across some of those bands. So again, the dive at about 2,600 meters and are making our way up the side of the seamount. So as we're now in the precious coral range, we're expecting to see more of those.
Can we have a quick zoom in the brittle stars on the...
Yeah, you bet. I'll line it up.
Looks like there's also a sponge.
Okay, Wayne, go ahead.
All right, coming in.
I may as well start at the sponge. I'm already centered here,
Okay.
and then I'll move up to the brittle stars.
Come down.
You can go in a little more.
Coming in.
Okay, come wide.
Coming wide. Full wide.
Precious corals are named that because they did used to be harvested for jewelry. There are many examples of this. Red skeleton corals or black skeleton corals. Many corals are now protected, and it's illegal to harvest and trade in these across borders, but there's a sort of a defining characteristic of a group of corals and part of the history there. I love how starkly these stalked crinoids stick out, these maroon ones.
Shrimp.
Is that one of the pink corals they wanted? Or no?
No.
It's a crinoid.
Yeah,
It's a crinoid.
Mhm. Hmm. Little sponge.
This is a neat rock. I like this rock.
That's a nice
There's
boulder.
nice.
You want to take
So
it
none
with
of
you?
those Storopathes there, or
We have a quick zoom on the coral.
Yeah, let's do it. Go ahead, Wayne.
Okay, zooming in. They all seem to have foreign critters intertwined. On them.
Come wide, please.
Coming wide.
Are we moving, or do you think we can sample that one?
Your call.
Let's try it. You can hold the ship, and then let's do it.
Okay.
So that's not black coral. That's a plexor. Looks like a plexaurid octocoral.
That's the yellow one we're
As
going for?
they're pretty poorly known from this
Yes.
area, and it's distinctive.
Do you want to get the branch with the ophiuroid on it?
If possible, yeah. So we're looking like for around 10 centimeters at least of a clipping, you know, or a branch.
It's pretty small. Hope that's okay. Woo, whoa, sport mode. Yikes.
Put that camera there.
Right? Not that button, that button. Is that the right button? That's a very nice button. Could you get bubble cam on that, please? And then Wayne, you can
Push in.
push in. Yeah, I'll actually stand by.
All right, standing by.
Wrist creep.
Oops. Okay, yeah, go ahead, Wayne.
Okay.
Can you tip me up on bubble? Good there, yeah, thanks. Okay, Steve and additional scientists, can you see bubble and Hercules? I want to make sure you're happy with where I cut before I cut.
Steve, how far?
he wanted a 10 centimeter piece.
That looks good.
Okay.
Right here?
Yeah, he said that looks good.
Going for it. Did I get it? Got it.
Good job.
Okay.
Starboard bio box.
Yes.
Yes.
Coming wide.
Keep zoomed in for now. I'll get some grabs.
Yeah,
Okay.
Grabs.
give them-
You can zoom in more if you want.
All right, let's see if we can get that in focus. Stand by.
focus. Mm.
Oh, beautiful.
There it is.
There it is.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, come wide.
Coming wide.
Okay, let's do bubble on preset 4.
Plexaurid.
No, wait till the last second to open up the box just so the other coral doesn't fly out too. You can give me starboard salvo.
All right, starboard.
Salvo.
Can I put this in box B, Bravo?
Yes.
And that's not a concern with the other little micro bit that fell in there already?
No, we know. I think we can tell them apart.
Sounds good, thanks. Go ahead and open that box now. Keep going. Going. And stop there. You know what? No, I changed my mind. That coral looks heavy. Let's go all the way out. Perfect, thanks. These silly jaws. Ah. Yikes. There we go.
Good
Oh,
job.
Perfect. Thank you.
What do I have? What's on there?
And one.
Okay, you can close that. Yeah, you're doing it. And then can I get normal salvo, please?
Are the coral cutter jaws longer than the normal fingers?
They're way longer. Imagine you woke up in the morning and your arm was 6 inches longer than it normally was, and then try to grab your cup of coffee before you've had your cup of coffee. You will most likely knock it over. And that is the coral cutters. In theory, it's just a different length, right? You should just be able to do it, but...
Changes the geometry on all the
Changes.
boxes and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get out of here.
Jake, how long is the tether between the two vehicles right now?
We're at a delta depth of 13 meters.
Wayne,
But
can
the
you fix camera
distance
1 and
between
6?
The physical length of the cable.
Oh, the physical length is about 31 meters.
All right.
He passed the test.
I'm just going to start quizzing you with facts.
How
Awesome.
much has Trevor taught you, and how
Yeah.
much have you absorbed?
It's perfect.
It's
We're all
absorbed a
here to help.
surprising amount.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that's great. We can change the length of the tether in between the two vehicles, but we're at 31, which is a pretty standard.
We just put it on the tether stretcher.
But
And
we
stretch it
have
Exactly, just pull it
4
right out.
soft tethers on board.
We have 3 complete assemblies and then a bunch of spare that can be built if need be. Look at this really rectangular.
Yeah.
Who
Rectangular
put this brick down here?
sendar block.
Trevor, if we need to change the salvos, just let me know.
We
is
can
that-
do that, but it's just for this one dive.
Okay. Okay.
So whatever's easier for you.
Getting close to the top here.
Never been closer.
How far do we have to go, Miles?
I was just looking at that and realizing I was on the sample target.
We haven't taken any water samples. Is there a
We have about 100
time when you
meters.
do those?
They want to do them near
There's a fish.
more coral to to get the eDNA, and then we'll get one as we move away for a control.
That's
Let's
a-
check this
Yeah,
down
right in the
below.
midst of
wormy
like a
thing.
really dense kind of colony.
Okay, Wayne, go ahead and zoom on that fish. Keep him in frame.
Okay.
Oh, it has one of those duckbill faces.
Is it a rat tail?
A halosaur?
No.
Different.
A eel.
This isn't a halosaur. This is a. Oh, we learned this one yesterday.
Yeah, videos
It's
a
the
little
one
hot
that the
there,
brain
Wayne.
shows.
Yeah, the brain shows.
Mm-hmm.
That's better.
Oh, color.
See-through skull duckbill fish. Obviously didn't.
We all remember the brain shows.
Yeah, we remember a few of the identifiable features, but not the
I don't
name.
remember the name.
Help us, Steve. Steve.
Steve's gone for a snack break, maybe.
No. Just left us alone.
It actually goes backward.
How are you
That's
swimming
cool.
backwards?
Yeah, that's really cool.
Holosaur.
Not even
Halosaur.
mad,
That
I'm
is
just
a
impressed.
halosaur.
Oh, I got it.
Look at the duckbill. That's so cool.
Isn't that cool? And the see-through portion right behind the eyes. Kind of transparent brain cavity.
You got more zoom there?
Let's go in.
Transparent brain cavity. That sounds like me.
Not
I would.
quite
I
just
would
transparent.
never.
Oh.
I would.
He's get porch lights.
Cool.
It's on. Woo! Hey, back away.
Boy, he's
Excuse
swimming
me.
in to see a look.
Excuse me. Personal bubble.
Offensive foul on the halosaur.
All right, I'm gonna leave him behind.
Okay. Nice chase. Okay.
I think I'll.
Well, there's a spider.
A crab.
We're really close.
To the wall or to the top of the wall?
No, to the wall.
Oh yeah. They're indeed close. All right.
You're looking for a 289 bearing.
Roger. Look at that cauliflower. That's cool. Yeah, I feel like that's probably just the thing to do.
And DVL has been totally unreliable on this cliff.
Yeah. Maybe we should have a forward-facing one.
Or just have it rotate.
Gimbaled.
But we don't track vertical.
No, it doesn't work at all. But
It's a nice coral.
that's cool.
Nice.
How's it look from this side?
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
It's the candelabra one looking.
You want to zoom in
Yeah.
a little bit, Wayne? You might even be able to get some like real close up on the. Are they called
Polyps?
polyps?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. We can try.
Wow.
Oh, look at them with all their little.
Boy,
So each polyp.
fine
has-
hairs.
Mm-hmm. You can see they can
Oh.
retract them there in the wash. A few of them pulled
In the
those tentacles
breeze.
back in.
Wow.
Yeah. They struck a defensive pose.
Yeah.
What an amazing animal.
I think I have time. Maybe I'd like to try a beauty shot. So come wide for a sec, Wayne.
Okay, coming wide. All right. All the way.
And I'll get kind of close, and then let's do a real tight zoom on those polyps, and I'll go from the bottom to the top.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, zoom.
Zooming in.
Real tight.
Real tight. Let's get the iris right.
Yeah, and that might change on the way, but
Yeah. And get the focus right.
that will also probably change.
Yeah.
The connection point to the wall is really interesting.
Yeah, a little hold fast.
Bad start.
Okay, that's the focus, and that's the iris.
'Kay,
Okay.
I'll
You
start
want me to
moving
push in?
Yeah, sure. I'm really bouncy. Why am I so bouncy? It's not you. It's totally me. No one to blame but myself.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
You're doing great,
It's been a
Trevor.
rough morning. All right.
Yeah,
we go.
Trevor, it's probably Miles.
Oh, yeah.
Probably what?
It's not
Let
me.
Get a little more
We're not
light.
tugging.
Wow. Oh,
Gorgeous.
That was pretty cool.
All right,
Nice.
thanks, man.
Cool.
All right. Coming wide.
Come wide, yep.
Nothing associated with it.
Yeah, that was weird.
Purple to the right.
Purple to the right.
oh yeah, purple coral.
Wow.
Well spotted.
Yeah, I'll say. Okay, Wayne, you can zoom, keep it in frame.
Wow, look at that.
Beautiful colors on that. Oh yeah, lake bar, overhang. Back it up.
Wide.
No, sorry, that's me. Talking to myself.
Hashtag no filter. Sorry, Octothorpe, no filter.
Octothorpe, no filter. Octocoral, Octothorpe.
Is that like
Wow, look at it.
a yellow spider webby thing?
And get all up in the.
What is that spider web?
All right, I'm into the wall now.
See, I told you these sea spiders were related.
I'm still on that. I'm like, they are equally distantly related. You're like,
Are they
they're-
though?
Yeah,
No
they're still their common unite
come
is
wide.
at
Coming wide.
phylum level. Sea spiders and spiders are only together at
But
phylum.
seahorses and land horses are not.
Are only together at phylum.
What?
Seahorses
Chordata.
and
Hey, here's a new sea star. Interrupting
Yeah.
a little bit, but is that? Are you? Well, I'm gonna trust the biologist.
Push in.
Sure. Yeah. Look at this little white lamp.
Just blowing
bedside
Miles's
lamp,
mind. This is cool. Look at this.
I have no further knowledge to use here, so I'm just gonna have to
All
come
right,
back
come
later.
Coming back wide.
As Steve says, 2 vertebrate E. Rob,
Victor
Forward.
Gorgia.
do we know, like, how old this Kingman Reef seamount is? Can we put it in a ballpark of millions of years?
It's pretty broad, probably between 30 and 90 million years.
Okay. Can you talk to us a little bit about how you get those numbers, even those wide numbers?
Well, there are some age date samples out here. They've actually had previous rocks. They've done some dating on it. And Kevin says 70 million years for the closest rock.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole complex it's a very complex tectonic history, and it could be a, pretty broad range, multiple events.
And how, can you talk a little bit about the volcanism that created it? Folks are wondering how these seamounts form.
Well, I mean,
ages.
The line islands themselves have been
Gauges.
pretty tough
Top of the
to
hour.
describe because it
Boop.
doesn't fit the normal
Lean into that. Looking away for a second.
hotspot model,
Mm-hmm.
like the Hawaiian Islands. And so
Hey, you want to try to start
Oh,
over the
look at
top of the
that.
hour?
it looks like there's not a specific hotspot for it, but when I do some recent tectonic reconstructions, it looks like there may be a region, a melt or a wet region that may be creating these things. It goes all the way back to maybe 125 million years where it started in the mid-Pacific Mountains. And then it's worked its way across to create the Line Islands. You know,
Oh, what is that?
Maybe involved with the Puka Puka
That's
Ridge a little
interesting.
farther to the south and toward the East Pacific Rise. But it's not like a classic Hawaii hotspot. It has a very different volcanic history of these hotspots or melt region.
Well, we are sort of in the, we're not expecting that any of these came from any plate collisions. We are in the middle of the plate, right?
Yeah,
So
it's
we're looking at volcanism.
It was formed on relatively old seafloor, so it's not a ridge axis sort of related feature.
Fantastic.
This is our last cliff.
Ooh, getting to the top.
Last cliff forever.
False.
False. Incorrect.
Pretty cool if you were writing in from the UK saying that the highest point in the UK is 1,300 meters, and we are going to climb during this dive only, and we're not climbing this entire seamount, but we are going to climb over 1,300 meters up these. So the scale is really remarkable. The seamount rises over 2,000 meters up from sort of the...
We've already gone 900 meters.
Yeah. Well on our way up Ben Nevis.
How
in
far have we
Scotland.
gone horizontally?
A little over 700 meters.
There you go. Wow.
Did you say
Steeper than
700?
Yeah.
Interesting.
How many types of corals have we seen today? Good question. I have not been keeping account yet.
Me neither.
I'm going to say 15-ish, just since we took over the watch, and that I was on the seafloor most of a full watch before us.
Is that
Sorry, it's been 1,200 meters by Sea Crow since launch site.
Sea crow, like sky crow.
Here's a new one.
Little mushroom, is it?
Mushroom. Saw a couple of these just as we started,
Oh,
but these
did
are
we?
awesome.
Let's zoom in on that.
all right?
I don't know if I was awake yet when we started, so.
Wow, that's great.
That's
It might have
cool.
been while I had coffee this morning.
Beautiful.
That's awesome.
Okay, coming wide.
Come wide, yep.
Okay, so the dark halosaur that we saw a few minutes ago was Aldrovandia phylacra. No see-through cranium because it was a mature male, and you can identify that by the black nostrils. Thank you to Ken Sulak writing in. Super cool.
Black nostrils.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Halosaur sounds like an awesome dinosaur, but
Yeah, it does.
It sounds salty.
Would that be a sea dinosaur?
Why?
Why? Why?
cool little stalked coral there.
Can we zoom on that quickly?
The stalk? Yes.
Correct.
On the right.
There's a call for a zoom.
Call for a zoom. For where?
The stalk.
Over the shrimp.
Right center.
Where's the shrimp? Oh, on the right.
Oh,
Sorry,
I see.
Wrong one.
I understand.
Okay. Zooming in.
Yeah, go ahead.
Bringing the iris down.
This is the stock you're talking about, or the one just up and to the left?
I think that's
This
what
is
he
the
was
one.
talking about.
Okay, oops.
That's it, thanks. It's a bamboo coral.
Okay, zooming out.
Okay.
Steve, is one of the features here the flexibility? Is that some you were mentioning yesterday? Some of them have more ability to bend from those proteinaceous joints. Is that an example of that, or is that one just waving back and forth?
I'm ready to still bubble cam when you're ready.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
The black glistening covering on the rocks is manganese crust. Manganese crust precipitates from water onto rock forms very slowly, in the ballpark of 1 to 5 millimeters per million years, coating these rocks. So our geologists have been looking for areas with relatively fresh, which I think is a great kind of quotey fingers, relatively fresh rock. We started the dive on a landslide scarpa mass wasting, where we think a piece of the seamount looks like it is slumped down or slid down the slope. That would have exposed fresher rock with less manganese coating on it. And in order to date the basalt, you want to get a piece that has unaltered rock. So rock that doesn't have a lot of that manganese coating, or isn't predominantly that manganese sort of surround.
Another precious coral.
Yeah.
You say 1 to 5 millimeters every million years?
Million years.
Wild. Zoom in, Wayne.
Is this a
Zooming in.
Metallogorgia?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice job.
Thank you. With an Ophiuroid brittle star all bundled up. Or two?
Actually, if you look closely, you can see one of those vestigial branches, juvenile branches, like
Yeah.
a little couple
Zoom in a bit
polyps
more,
there.
Wayne.
2 of them.
Cool.
Ooh.
So we were
Oh,
just
I lost it.
we were just
All right,
describing that
coming wide.
to get a long sort of frill at the end of these, they don't just keep growing.
Ooh, don't look.
In a in a long stalk, they do grow that frill and then extend.
full
So
wide.
they lose those vestigial branches along the way.
Full wide.
Stalk crinoid.
I'm still coming up. What's this?
You want me to hit it?
Mm.
What's this little tuft?
The yellow.
Yeah, just in front.
Push in.
Yeah, sure, go ahead. I'm going to do this first.
Oh, it looks
Is
like
that
a
inertia?
sponge.
I've seen that in the wheat fields. They bundle all the stalks together.
Yeah, I think so. That's where you hide the needles. Come wide, please.
Coming wide.
They call it a haystack.
You're so helpful, front row. Great work.
I'm not a biologist.
You're like, it looks like it's wearing a belt.
Maybe it actually is a bell. Wow.
I mean, I don't have a better ID, but
Look at this looking thing. Another mushroom coral?
Yep.
Oh,
That one looks more orange than pink. Am I crazy?
big, yeah.
Oh, there's an overhang there. Neat. I'm going to keep coming up. I think that's what I'm going to do.
yeah. So we are climbing up this seamount. We've been climbing up a really steep face since we took over the watch and since the dive began. Climbing up to the top to a ridge where we'll then fly along that ridge, looking for communities, the sponges, corals that we know frequent those types of habitats on other seamounts throughout the equatorial and central Pacific. We're just seeing incredible basalt outcroppings here. They're covered with
going away,
ferromanganese
yes.
crust.
Like that. Cliffs are so great and so terrifying. So much fun.
Sporty.
They're very sporty. That's exactly the word for them. Whoop, whoop. Just kidding. That's not the button.
Mushroom coral.
Cool, different layers.
Yeah,
Nice
wow.
little flows on the top
I'm going
here.
to back away a bit. Look at that.
So
That is
these
so
be
cool.
individual flows?
It may be, just maybe the way it cooled too. It could be individual flows, but more of a sheet lava.
This might be us topping out.
Yeah, it could be
Oh,
it.
look at that.
That's
Wow.
gorgeous.
That was
Wow.
abrupt.
Little flat top.
Yeah.
Don't step off the edge. You'll fall a long way.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, nice little ripples on the top here too, so there is some current.
My backhand's not over it yet.
Is this the top?
It looks like it.
Yeah. Here we are. So I'm going to do a quick gander over this way with the little sonar there and see what I see, but it looks extremely prairie-ish.
Yep. With the
We
haystacks.
have found Saskatchewan.
Gone from Alberta to Saskatchewan here.
Well, do we want to go up all the way to waypoint 3, or do we want to kind of ride this ridge line?
We want to ride this ridge line.
Wow, look at that edge.
$1,700 meters.
Yeah, this would be sweet. If we can, what do you think, Miles? If we put Argus like right on top of the ridge, then I can kind of duck down it and then go sit on top, then duck down and sit on top. Or just off kind of thing, but a little closer than it is now, I think. Because I can, right now I can't quite get parallel to the ridge, parallel to the edge. I'm just at the end of my tether. So like, once the layback's finished, it'll be perfect, I think.
You think the strike is like 320? 330?
Yeah, it looks what am I at? 336, 330, I think I'd agree with you. Looks bang
That'll
on.
kind of slowly bring Argus on.
Cool, yeah, awesome. And we can adjust too if we want to be more down ridge, more up ridge, whatever. In the meantime, let me follow this fish, if I can reach it. I'm going to mess your Doppler up all the time by dropping off the edge.
I'll just switch it back.
Okay, Wayne, go ahead and zoom. Keep that fish in frame.
Oh, I see. Is that one of the cusps?
Looks like it.
Catskill?
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a sea spider too to the right.
To the right.
Right
There
there.
he is. Look at him.
Hello, picnic on it.
Related to the seahorse. Or wait.
Close.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, cool.
Where are you going?
They have a little proboscis, and they sort of vampire off of soft-bodied creatures. So they'll stick that proboscis into
Oops.
coral polyps or anemones or
All right, come wide, please.
Coming wide.
anything
That
soft.
GoPro away from the edge.
Yeah, Kevin says that these flatter rocks might be a carbonate platform.
Hmm.
Look at that little stick out thing there. I want to look at
Not
that.
the lava flows, I thought.
That's going to have some cool stuff on it, I think.
Interesting.
Yeah, some of these here could be.
Miles, I
And
think you might
would
be
they
right
just
with
look the same
Argus
because
positioning.
they
I think you
also
might
have
be right with having it
manganese?
off farther.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if we
anything
actually
down here
want to
will
be
have
on top.
manganese on it.
So, I mean, like
Hmm.
Herc. I don't even know if we want Herc to be on top. So,
Yeah, I think they're interested in sort of this interface.
gotcha. Okay, yeah. Then I'm with what you originally said for sure.
What creates a carbonate platform?
I mean, probably a lot of like just corals that were here.
Are you interested in top rocks? Because this looks like a good top rock spot.
No, I mean, we want to wait until we get to the parasitic cone that's a little farther along
Sure
the strike
thing.
here.
I'm so excited about that term.
Parasitic cone?
Parasitic volcanism? Come on.
What does that mean?
It's just happened later, sort of.
Okay.
Event.
It's just
Like,
younger?
yeah, you already have a feature and then
Wait,
another.
could you zoom past the
Kind of like a
vignetting,
little
please?
parasite on the bigger thing. There's just smaller little
Thank you.
blood-sucking parasite.
Oh, that's the next waypoint. Yeah. I don't think we'll make it though.
The crinoid?
Ever or this watch?
This watch. It's a statute mile away.
What does that mean?
1,600 meters.
How many feet? Let's just mix the units.
Statute.
Yeah,
mile.
what is
Mile.
statute mile in feet?
Oh,
552.80?
feet? Oh, I'm out. No,
Yeah.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
in order for me to do that, I have to convert it to meters, then back.
Yeah. 5280.
16 times 3.3. Yeah.
So Miles, question coming in: is Nautilus currently stationary or moving? Nope, he's talking to the bridge. Just a minute.
Sorry, Megan. Say that again.
Viewers want to know if Nautilus is moving or if it's stationary. Can you talk to us a little bit about what the ship's doing?
It was stationary, and now we are starting to move. That was why I was unavailable.
How much are we moving?
We are moving 20 meters now, north-northwest.
North-northwest.
So the main engine of the ship is off, and we are using our dynamic positioning system to either hold position or then take these small steps.
Let's look underneath this thing while we're waiting around here.
This cliff is so cool.
It's really neat. I love the Argus shots. The Argus shots are amazing.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a really good one. Can we get an Argus
Wayne, as long as
capture?
Jake's okay with it, feel free to zoom on Argus.
Good with me.
Okay.
I'm just going to tuck under here for some dramatic effect. Not going to see much doing that, but...
Oh, that's awesome.
What is this crusting grayness?
I'm not sure what that is.
I think it might be a sponge. We can take a closer look.
It's hard. I'm right out of the light pool. I wonder if I can find something else.
That one.
Look at that.
Let me.
That's so cool. All right. I might be able to get one of these down on the one of these cliffy faces here.
Yeah, just above the lasers, maybe?
Yeah.
Wayne, could you zoom out on Argus?
Zooming out on Argus. Alright.
Thanks.
And
We're moving. I was worried.
Roger. Definitely ops takes priority. Wayne, could you zoom on Herc, please?
zooming in on her.
Looks spongy.
Looks
Crusting
spongy,
sponge.
yeah.
Okay, come wide, please.
Coming wide.